Hello, and welcome to Morning Motivation. I'm your host, Dakiana Jackson, small business marketing coach and founder of Inspired Marketing, Inc. Today's message is all about running your own race. It's easy to get caught up in looking at the accomplishments of others and then looking at ourselves and being upset. I call that the comparison trap. How many times have you found yourself looking at some other entrepreneur, usually in your same field, and thinking one of the following things? Wow, I'd love to have a life like hers. I see this person speaking all over the place. She talks about how much she enjoys the freedom being a millionaire brings. Her kids look like they love her and respect her. Her husband is handsome. And here I am, worrying about how I'm going to be an entrepreneur and pay the bills at the same time. And I can barely get a client in the next town, let alone across the world. Me and my husband, we're doing all right. And my kids, they could be a little bit more behaved. But look at her. I so wish that were me. Now, in reality, you have no idea what that woman's life is like. You don't know what she goes through behind closed doors. She may be smiling on the outside and be in the middle of a divorce at home. Maybe she only sees her kids once a week because her schedule is just that busy. This woman you look up to could be making millions, but she barely has time to do anything but work because she has to maintain that millionaire lifestyle. Do you really want a life like that? Believe me, I am coaching myself on this too, because when I first started my marketing coaching business, I looked up to a prominent business coach. This woman seemed to have it all together. She was making money, traveling the world, and genuinely seemed happy. She had this sales funnel thing down pat too. She was sending out newsletters every week, videos, audio tips, conferences. She was doing it all. I remember poring over her newsletters, her websites, her programs, just amazed that she could churn out so much content so quickly. She always had something going on. At first, I thought, this is great, someone I can look up to. And the more I dug into her life, the more I started to feel bad about myself. I started thinking, man, look at what she's doing. I haven't done any of this. Yes, I already had an MBA. I already had glowing testimonials from clients who loved working with me, and I even had a solid plan to implement the programs that had been put on my heart to do. But at the time, it didn't seem like it was enough. Heck, she was in Paris one week, London another week. I was sitting at home in my Chicago suburbs with an expired passport. Really. But as I said, I had to start coaching myself. Instead of staying stuck in a rut, I got really quiet, made some time to myself, and started reflecting. And I was reminded of this Bible verse in Hebrews 12:1. And let us run with patience, or endurance, the race that God set before us. The key here is the race that God set before us. I was reminded that I was not supposed to be running her race. I was not supposed to be living a life like she was living. The phrase, stay in your lane, really applied at this point. I also ran across this other quote by an unknown author. I am in competition with no one. I run my own race. I have no desire to play the game of being better than anyone in any way, shape, or form. I just aim to improve, to be better than I was before. That's me, and I am free. Wow, talk about true freedom. That quote made me realize that it can be as simple as asking yourself this: can I make a step today that will help me be better tomorrow? Baby steps or not, am I still moving forward? If you can answer that question yes, more often than not, that is success. I am successful. You are successful. After thinking about these things for a while, I realized that I didn't even want to emulate this woman's life. While I love being able to help my clients achieve their goals, family is very important. And being there when my kids come home from school and having quality time on the weekends is something I don't want to give up. I also have a husband who told me he loves me, but does not want me traveling the world without him. And truthfully, I would go crazy if I had to live out of a suitcase and be by myself all the time. Funny enough, the woman I was following was single with no children. She had no responsibilities other than herself. So of course I couldn't be like her. But I wasn't supposed to be. I want you to remember that we are called to be the best versions of ourselves. That means achieving success on your terms. What looks like success for you may not look like success for me. And that's okay. In fact, what you see as successful today may look very different 5 years from now. And that's okay too. Today, I want you to really take some time and define your version of success, no matter how silly or how unlike it is to anything anybody else is doing. Do like I did. Get in a quiet place. Spend at least 15 minutes writing out your goals, and write out what success truly means. Aim to revisit this list at least once every 6 months, or more if you feel yourself falling back into the comparison trap. Remember, your success is your success. Stay in your lane, run your own race, and you'll be just fine. This has been Dakiana Jackson with your morning motivation. If you need help marketing your business, or even just a little motivation to keep going, contact me at www.inspiredmarketinginc.com. Until next time, have a blessed day.